With the cinematography, I wanted to make sure the interviewee wasn't too close to the camera, and that would be it'll make it feel unsettling for the audience. So having enough room makes it feel much more comfortable to watch. With cinematography, I chose to have a mid shot, and this meant that the viewer could see the surroundings the person was in. As you can see in the shots, I left some headroom so when the interviewees leaned forward, um, that they weren't coming out the shot, or if they were leaning backwards as well, so they're still in shot. For deeper moments in the interviews with Jordan, I went for a close-up shot, and I'd done this midway through the interviews, and I'd done this by performing a zoom. I felt that this would make a much more engaging shot for the viewer with the subject changing. Before filming the interviews, I was discussing and experimenting with the movement of the camera just in case I needed to move the camera. So this did help with sometimes when I did move the camera. So that I had an idea on what I was changing the angle to. So I wasn't then changing it midway through making the interview then not look as professional. Um, if I chose to stay in the same location or not use a zoom, um, it would with the close up would lose value. Or well, if I didn't use a close up, it would have lost its value. And then the moment wouldn't be as intense as it was. Um, but also it would mean we wouldn't be able to see his true emotions properly on a sensitive topic. In the footage, you hear me talking to my parents when I was interviewing them about where I plan to have the camera and what I plan to have it at. But it's nice. Well, having planned it out and then talking about it, it does open up suggestions, and that's really nice as well. So it could help me maybe reconsider on how I was then planning to perform that shot. Let me see, because I don't want to get too close, but then
You sure you don't want to rest it? Because that could rest with that as a
it
backdrop.
won't work. Um, for my interview with Jordan in his room, I chose to have a slightly low angle shot. This was to convey that the subject at hand is about him presenting a dominant character, and that the documentary is based on him. I wanted there to be enough room surrounding him so we could see the laptop and awards he'd won on in the background. I felt that was important to show that I'm not just making up and this is actually real. This gives the audience an understanding um, that yeah, that's not fake and that this shows some success he's had in the past. The reasoning for the computer with music open in the background is for the indication that he is constantly working no matter what, and which is true. In addition, my brother and I always talk about music, and we were listening to some of his music just before and after the interview. So I felt I was right to include the computer in the background.
One is a remix.
Oh, okay.
So it's by Mr. Easy. Like it bangs though. I feel like I would even have to do a video for it. Like it's actually so sick. The version I did. It's like this girl's on it. She remixed Mr. Easy's version.
Yeah.
You know the dancers who were at my show time ago, it was on Zamel, Hakeem and Ruth.
Yeah.
They know her, she remixed it, and I basically remixed her remix.